Hello guys, and we're now in Wusao Cave. So we're gonna continue through this final dungeon of Act 3. And since the last episode I've really cleaned out my inventory, really stashed a lot of stuff in TQ World. So now we shouldn't worry about that. And yeah, before you proceed through this cave, just check your resistances, make sure nothing needs immediate attention. You will need quite a lot of resistances in this cave, as quite a lot of stuff comes into play. So right away, as soon as you come in, you meet these Dragonian Death Lancers, and they're actually rather dangerous enemies. They're probably second most dangerous Dragonian enemies, especially could be quite bad in Legendary. And here's some others, Frost Scourges, but they're just pretty much the same as Fire Talons, except they deal cold instead of fire. But those Death Lancers that you saw a second ago, and that you'll see in a sec again, right here, look at that. So it's good to loot them one by one. Because the thing that they do, if you notice, as soon as they see you, they always charge at you. They use that takedown skill from the hunting mastery. So when they charge you, the takedown attack, it also has a percentage health reduction. That's why it might seem that you get hit for quite a lot, especially if like 3 or 4 of them hit you at once. You could lose quite a lot of health. It's because it deals percentage health reduction. That's why you have to be really wary of these guys. Now we're pretty much just facing undead and other trash mobs, but you will be meeting more of these Dragonian Death Lancers around here, and we're gonna go through it all. Just found a green braces of the Griffin. Not too bad, although our current ones I think are better. Yeah. Alright, let's just continue. Yeah, still got weak mobs around here. It's like they start you off with the Dragonians, you know, the hardest ones, and then they just give you all these zombies and ratmen, which is like really easy. And then you, close to the end, you fight tons of Dragonians again. But this is like a really long cave, so you gotta be prepared. I really like the music here. It's one of my favorite actually tracks from the game. And here we've got Jade Braces. Let's take a look. Here they are. Actually quite a lot of similar bonuses to our current ones. Defensive ability, attack speed. Instead of strength it just gives dexterity and some poison resistance. Poison resistance would be very handy actually. And we do need a bit of dexterity for the offensive and defensive ability. It's too bad we're losing strength though. But it's not really a heavy loss, so we'll just pump some more points into strength at the next level up. But yeah, we shouldn't actually have our strength this low. As a class that mostly relies on melee, you know, where we've pretty much most of the time we're up close fighting, our strength should be higher than that. It should be in the 300s. So yeah, but I still think it's a good exchange, because after all it was also giving us slightly more armor, so it was pretty much giving us good bonuses in every other regard. But often in these parts I usually encounter the Leeches quite a lot here. There's like the poison type and the fire type, and they can be, on legendary difficulty, they can be quite challenging if those respective resistances are quite low. So if your fire or poison resistance is low, then those Leeches could be a bit of a danger, because they cast this like a cloud of poison and stuff. So you'll see it. I'm gonna encounter them a bit later, but they can appear around these parts sometimes as well, so you just gotta be watching out. Alright, it's one of the Warlocks. If you remember I said in the last episode, these Warlocks, they can, on legendary difficulty, they can spell break you. So they'll, you know, remove your buffs and enchantments. So you gotta be careful. Okay, so this area is clear. And now we're gonna venture into the Obsidian Hole. Looks pretty cool. I mean, the first time you come across this area, it looks like wow, you know, look at it. It's like you're in hell itself. Yeah, these fire sprites are fairly easy. There shouldn't be any problem. They just all die with one hit. So you can just keep going really quickly through this part. Alright, and now we're gonna be in another big open area of these obsidian holes. The chest was like standing right in the middle. It's obviously a trap. Okay. And we shouldn't have picked up that health potion. That regular one. If you remember, we're actually getting rid of them. Yeah, don't need... We want to use bigger health potions by this stage of the game. Okay, now let's tag this Frostbite Shrine. Actually quite useful to have Frostbite Shrine, because in this part a lot of enemies are fire based. There's like these guys, sprites, and then there's like, will be like these sepulchral villains, like big fire breathing dragons. So yeah, quite nice. Got some demon's blood there. That's our last 5th piece now. We can complete the one we've got. Once the shrine effect wears off, we're gonna do that. Alright. Now there should be some more dragons. Oh, there's those leeches. See, one is poison, one is fire. And you'll see they can cast like... See there, that poison guy. He cast a poison cloud. And... you know, you don't want to stay in that cloud for long. Especially on legendary difficulty. And especially if your poison resistance is in the negative numbers. Right, so let's combine our demon's blood. See, we got it here on this ring. We've got 4 out of 5 pieces. Let's see how it's gonna... There we go. Vitality 45%. We've got also an energy leech resistance 20%, which is nice because Typhon uses that as well. And stun is at 115%, although realistically it's actually capped at 80%. It's just a display bug that shows 115. But all secondary resistances are capped at 80%, just like the primary ones. So yeah, don't forget that. Now around here we should be soon coming across some more of these Deathlancer Dragonians. They kind of take you off by surprise, you know, because they sometimes can charge at you before you actually see them. See, there they are. There's actually a number of things you can do to avoid, like, you see our weapon slows them down, which is really nice. Or you can like get away as soon as they charge at you. If you just step away just really quickly, they actually miss with their attack, which is pretty nice. Now we're getting a bit too many. You don't want to have too many of them aggro on you at the same time. You know, especially if they surround you. But it's good that we can slow them down at least. Another thing you can do is to interrupt their attack. If you can interrupt them mid-charge, you know, as they're charging, you can have like a stun attack, like a thunderbolt can work, or any other attack that can, you know, incapacitate and disable them for like a just brief second. It actually interrupts their charge attack, so they will not actually deliver that full hit. Likewise, they can stun. They can, you know, stun you as well. If you're about to do something, they can do that kind of stuff as well. There we go. Yeah, if you know how to deal with them, it shouldn't be too bad. Just try to not aggro too many of them at the same time. Yeah, I'm not going to pick up that smaller health potion. Right. Get rid of these guys. Gets a bit laggy around here because of these fire vents, you know. It's quite a bit demanding on the system. Alright, so some more dragon. If you notice those mages, they're actually not as bad as the ones we fight on the surface, because when they unleash their plasma balls, they only unleash one at a time. So they're not too bad around here. Although they can still cast that reflective shield aura on themselves, so you've got to be wary of that. Alright, and we should be encountering the Virms. There they are, that's one of them. God, there's these huge like lava dragons, and they breathe this huge streak of fire. Well, if you got low fire resistance, it can actually really hurt you, because it's got this really long burn effect, like damage over time. So you'll notice your health really starts to deplete. So it's a good job we've got like 54% fire resistance here. But you can actually predict their attack. I mean, once you see them, they get into a breathing position, you know, just move around, and as they keep breathing in one direction, you can just attack them from the side. See, like this. And of course our weapon slows them down as well, which is really nice. I mean, the slowing effect is good because not many enemies are actually resistant to it. I mean, you see even these big guys get slowed down by that kind of stuff. See, there's 2 more. They do like to come in pairs quite a lot. Yeah, just do this. You have to predict when they do this. When there's 2 of them, you gotta be watching out, because whilst you're attacking one of them, another one could suddenly breathe fire at you. But yeah, if you got high fire resistance, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, like I said. Okay. Still got just that little area over there to explore. It's down here. A handful more of these sprites. So yeah, fire resistance is quite important in this cave. So we've explored pretty much the whole map, and I missed the burn pile there, damn it. Right, so we are gonna stop around this rebirth fountain here, so I could leave a bit of stuff to do in the next episode, so it's not just fighting the Telkine. So next episode we're going to be fighting the Telkine, and the one after it's Typhon. And since next weekend is the Easter weekend, I could try to make both videos next weekend, so we'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.